All right, if you were tuned in, that means you were trying to see what's up on today's episode of Reality Detention. We got two people to talk about, so let's get started. Up first is Jussie Smollett. Now, nigga all of a sudden just got a stroke of luck because if you haven't heard, homeboy is innocent. His 16 counts of disorderly conduct have been dropped. Everything in this case has been dismissed. He did a briefing a couple of days ago and he just kind of said, I'm innocent. I've always said I was innocent. I just want to give thanks to my fans, my friends and family who prayed for me. The only thing I want to do now is get back to my career. Now, what career does he have left? That's questionable because we all know in Hollywood, once you have this black shadow over you, it's like nobody wants to touch you. They're scared to hire you for anything because America's favorite thing to do right now is boycott, and this whole cancel culture is actually quite annoying. Because, one moment America is for something and another moment they're not. But that's another story. So what is left for Jussie? I think right now he's gonna, lay low, let this blow over. He paid his little $10,000 bail situation. And because he had community service under his belt, that worked in his favor for this case. Everybody's confused. I'm not gonna lie. I am too. In the beginning, Jussie was looking hella guilty. You talking about you was going to Subway at 2 o'clock in the morning, then all of a sudden you got jumped by two guys in MAGA hats. And then when it got down to the evidence, it's two Africans on the surveillance camera buying two MAGA hats and a ski mask. So that was just like, real suspicious. But it's so odd in this situation for Jussie because there wasn't enough to convict him, but there wasn't enough to just make him outright innocent. But because there's just so many holes in his case, I think that's why he got let go. Originally, when that $3,500 check came out, that was basically his demise. But then once they reviewed the text messages, Jussie said, no, that $3,500 was because those two guys were my trainers and my nutritionists. And in the text messages, it showed, like they were sending back and forth meal plans, exercise routines. And so that worked in his favor. And the lawyer got everything dropped. Right now, she said that this is a closed file. It's a sealed file. Nobody can get into it, which makes me raise my eyebrow because why is it a sealed case if, he's outright innocent? So, that has everybody, wondering. And right now, Chicago PD sheriff or deputy, he's not having it. He's basically saying Jussie swindled the justice system. And he's so upset. But FBI today said just because everything was dismissed doesn't mean he was fully exonerated. So what information do they got against him, that they're holding in their back pocket? We're just going to have to stay tuned to see, what happens. Right now, Jussie's out walking in the streets, which is good, but you never know. Homeboy next week might be somebody's laundry lady, and he might be somebody's hussy in the middle of the night. But we're just going to have to stay tuned to see how this all plays out. Up next, I'm sorry, but I got to do it to Wendy Williams. Now, honestly, I got a bone to pick with Wendy because how long were you feeling like you were going to play All of America? She's sitting here pretending like everybody in the world doesn't know her marriage is failing. Like she just seems to just not believe that this is happening. You're on a sinking ship and you have not grabbed your life raft yet. Her and Kevin have been together for 22 years. She did that month-long break. She came back and admitted, she was like, I heard the rumors you guys were talking about, but guess what? I got the ring. As long as you see this ring on my finger, just know my marriage is good. And then 3 days later, photo leaks of Kevin in Cancun, the Bahamas, or whatever with side bitch, sunbathing. And that just made her look real stupid. Like it contradicted everything you say. How is your marriage good, but homeboy is chilling on the beach in some sand with somebody else, Wendy? She kind of pulled this whole main chick mentality that I can't stand. She kind of put a band-aid on it. She was just basically saying, yeah, I'm good. My husband's good. Yeah, he fucked with you, but he come home to me. And that's kind of what she's putting out there. It's rumored for 10 of those 22 years, Kevin was with this girl. Now, it's debatable on whether Wendy knew it or not. I think she did. Somebody doesn't mess around with somebody for 10 years and you not know about it. Apparently a year ago, Kevin bought this bitch a house, $1 million house on the block. Now, you tell me if my husband did that, I wouldn't know. Oh, no. I would have found out about that and they would have been calling me left eye because I would have been up in that bathroom, matches everywhere, that hoe would have been up in flames. You're not going to buy no side bitch, no house, and especially with my money. As long as we are married, my money, your money, whatever, it's all together. And basically right now it is Wendy's money because that's the way Kevin gets paid. He's her manager. He basically has equity in Wendy. Wendy is basically real estate to Kevin right now. And I'm sure that's why they are not divorced yet. They got contracts between each other. I don't know if she wants to find a new manager, if she's tried to, or Kevin won't let her out of the contract. If she divorces him, I know she's going to have to pay, him a whole bunch of alimony, and I know she knows that. You got to take a page out of Tamar Braxton's book. You see she had that struggle with Vince. Now look at her. She's got a new African boy toy and seems to be doing okay. Now, Wendy, you admitted like a week ago that while you were on your break, you were in sober living. That's cool and everything. I honestly think she did that because somebody on her PR team convinced her to do that because they knew this whole Kevin story was getting ready to come out. She did that. I think she was trying to get some sympathy. But honestly, people aren't going to have sympathy for you if you keep trying to put on this front like your marriage is okay when it's not. You can't keep saying, we're going to ride together, my marriage is good, and he's out walking around with another bitch. Like, you're not fooling nobody. So I think what she needs to do is just cough up the truth. The truth shall set you free, Wendy. Right now, you sit here in sober living because you said you've been struggling with addiction, you're back on the drugs. I'm sure because you've been trying to, cover up this whole thing with Kevin, and that's what drove you back to the drugs. And obviously that's not working well for you. What you need to do, Wendy, is trade in the crack pipe for a different pipe, if you know what I'm saying. Get you a nice young dude to come in at night, give you a little loving, lick you up all up in between your crack, and call it a night. Find somebody to let me lick you up and down till you say stop. That's all you need, Wendy. Kevin obviously ain't putting it down for you. But speaking of Kevin, him and a girl apparently had a baby over the weekend. Had a baby girl. Now, once that was announced, tell me why Wendy posted that she's going on another hiatus. Bitch, you just got off a whole month and now you trying to go have another one? And that's after the rumors of him having a baby? That's not a coincidence, Wendy. When she comes back, like, this is it. She needs to spill it. She needs to go ahead and tell America, all America, what's going on. I think she's embarrassed. I think she knew about the whole thing with Kevin. But she did, the Hollywood thing. You have that open/closed relationship. While I'm gone, while you're gone, we do our stuff. But when we're together back home, we're solid. We're a home front. And what you're supposed to do is not bring the dirt back home. But Kevin got messy. He didn't stop caring, and he started, letting the side bitch roam the streets. And this is what happens, niggas, when you let side bitches get main bitch privileges. What was supposed to happen was, whatever this girl's name, Sabrina, she was supposed to get the hotel, Motel 6. She doesn't get the Ramada Inn. She doesn't get the Wimbledon. She doesn't get none of that. She's supposed to get McDonald's and Taco Bell back at the hotel. You dig her down and you leave. She gets no holidays. That's for the wife. Christmas, Valentine's Day, Memorial Day, hell, Martin Luther King's Day. That is for the main chick. But I think, Wendy let him off the leash for too long, and now he got feelings for this girl. And I think Wendy was not prepared for that. When you're with somebody for so long, you just keep up with it. And I think she just told herself, I'm gonna stick through it. We've been together for so long, and I'm just gonna have to put up with that. Wendy, just go ahead and divorce this nigga for your little bit of sanity you got left. I mean, you're up there in age. It's time for you to just move on. Once one door closes, another one will open, Wendy. You will be okay. So we just have to figure out, we got to figure out a game plan for you, Wendy. Take your little week break. I guess you're going to go back to sober living, mental house, whatever you want to call it. That's your cover up. And get your ducks in a row. Figure out where you can put your money so Kevin doesn't get all of it. I mean, Mary J. Blige had to learn the hard way. She's paying her ex-nigga like $30 grand a month right now. That is a pretty penny just for a nigga to be your manager and for him to just, take off with money that he didn't earn. I'd be, butthurt over that. I'm not going to lie. But, Wendy might have to hire a good lawyer. Lisa Bloom seems to be the Hollywood lawyer of the year with everything. So we're just gonna have to see, you know, how Wendy wants to take this from now on. Wendy, he got this new baby. Kevin Jr. is about to have a sibling, Kevin the third, and you just gonna have to put up with it. Stop playing games. You know, just admit to America what's going on. Obviously, she doesn't have a lot of friends to just upright tell her to leave. I think Wendy doesn't like hearing about herself as much as she talks about other people. I think obviously when it comes up to her, she just clams up and she doesn't want to hear it. But rumors are, all she's doing is wearing the ring for taping, and then she's taking the ring off, you know, when she's done. So as much as you want to keep hiding all this stuff, obviously it's not working, Wendy. And that's why I got to get you right on today's episode of Reality Detention. So that's been it. Jussie Smollett, Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams, you're having a bad week, but Jussie, you seem to be doing okay. So that's it for today, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe to your girl's channel. I'm going to be keeping you guys updated with all the good gossip. Comment if you want me to talk about anything else. Just stay along for this journey. This YouTube thing for me is going to be super fun. Thank you guys for watching. This has been your girl Gigi out.